And we're back. And on the mound today, Luis Severino.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here comes Lane Thomas. And a big swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Just misses with that one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Ball 1 there. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first, and that ends the inning. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Williams back to work. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Back here in Cleveland, now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Swings through that one.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now here is Angel Martinez. And that one fouled off. No score here in the second. High fly ball, shallow right field. Butler makes the grab. That's out number 2. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting. In today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is Putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now Luis Urias. This to third. Whips it across. One up, one down. Next up for the A's, Willie McIver. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. And there's a ball.
That's inside.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now at the plate, Denzel Clark. He was late there. Strike one. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Grounded out his first time. Just missed. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough.
And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Guardians definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
That one 95 to finish him off. And now the right fielder, David Fry. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1. 1-1.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball.
Still tied at 0, last of the third. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. The other way, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now at Progressive Field as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. That's outside, and that is ball one.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. The throw into second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. Go ahead run on base. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1's the count.
Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes. Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And a curve is down and in. Hard hit left side. Throw to first in time. Now it's going to be Max Muncy.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
2 outs. Cut out and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Bottom of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Lane Thomas. And that is out of play. Severino kicks, deals. Foul ball there. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ramirez, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. He swings and fouls one off. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. They say you win.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. At the plate, Nick Kurtz. Williams back to work. On the ground. It's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Luis Urias. In the dirt. And the runner holds. On the ground to third, might be 2. Ramirez over to second, relay to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
McIver, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
You know, these Guardians just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Strike one.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Slapped foul. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Clark sizes this one up. Corrals it. And that is that. Here in Cleveland, here's a speed threat, Denzel Clark. Lined into left center, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
On the ground to third. Slings to second, and 2. What a play.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
2-0.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Thomas makes the play, and that is that. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. There's the strike.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the...
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Kwan at the plate now, and that's inside. Ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next pitch is outside. And fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. That one misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The throw to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Max Muncy up next for the A's. They're 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. In the air, right field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz, 1 for 2. And that one popped in the air, left field. Kwan. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Swinging a foul straight back. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Caught him looking for the K. And now it's going to be Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. And that quickly 2 away. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Up the middle. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive. So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Tap foul at the plate.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first, and that is the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias.
Now pitching for the Guardians, number 32, Hunter.
Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Foul ball ball still 0-2. And ball one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Next to hit, Willie McIver. Swings through that one. 0-1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss as he was late. That time. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. He goes down looking. Next up for the A's, Denzel Clark.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1's the count.
Inside, almost got him. Up the middle. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Butler in the box now, takes strike 1.
Ball upstairs.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed.
Runner takes off, pitch misses to second, and that's not it. And there's the strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here is Gabriel Arias.
That's your stop.
Severino back to work. Line drive, that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a really nice approach.
Tyler Ferguson gets the ball now. Next to hit, David Fry. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Kwan in the box now, takes strike 1. Cut on and lifted in the air, Butler. Snags it for the 2nd out. Here's Lane Thomas. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. That ends the inning. We go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson. The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in. 1 away. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike one. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. 1 for 3. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Ball. That's inside.
That's down and in.
One
When
strike.
you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient.
Ripped to short. Slings it across. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. That's a strike. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count. 2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
0-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the third out. And here in Cleveland, here's the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Now pitching for the Guardians. Number 36.
And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. That one lifted to left. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next up for the A's, Luis Urias. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Save!
Just a huge at-bat right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1. A's leading by a run. That misses off the outside edge. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over. We're in extras here. Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Shortened the bunt and missed it. Oh, 2 now. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Left field. Squeezes it, and there's one down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they're down to their final out. Gabriel Arias digs in for the ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. They're down to their final strike.
Clearly, it was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. That's smashed towards center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Check swing, and he went. It's 2-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's one down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.